Hey, Glenn, I'm sorry I didn't RSVP. I normally do.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Thank you for letting me.
Well, I didn't
No,
let you know. Normally I do, but my life got ahead of me. That's all I
no,
can say.
no problem.
But
The good thing is you're here.
yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Hi, Seraphon. It's not on yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah. He's not quite there.
No, I think it has to do that he's in Mexico, so he's on vacation this week.
Oh, good
Yeah,
for him.
so he might have some connectivity issues.
There he goes. Nice groundbreaking, Seraphon. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a great job by the entire team.
Yeah, that was great. Okay. Terry.
Hi, everybody. I'm not really going to be here. I'm going to lurk
Alert.
and break the Brown Act, but I thought I'd ask Terry and Jeff about their committee assignments since I knew they were going to be here.
That's lurking with a mission.
I know. Oh, there's Terry.
I'm here.
The meeting
I'm
hasn't
sorry.
started, so you can ask him.
I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Terry, how would you like to be on the nominating committee for officers for this year?
Sure, I'll do that. Is
Good. You're on.
that all
Yeah,
I gotta do for the whole year?
Yeah, for the rest of this year. Yes.
All right. Hear that, Jay? Yeah.
I'm a witness, yes.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm. Other
Yep.
than, you know,
Sounds good.
other than all the things you're already signed up for, nothing new to sign up for.
Okay, very good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta. But if Jeff comes on late, I'll ask him later so we don't have to postpone the meeting.
Okay.
They're taking down 2 giant trees at my house, but they're taking a break right now, but I'm probably gonna have to mute myself anyway, so you don't hear all the noise.
All the noise in the background, huh?
Yeah,
Did they die?
one of them did. It was a juniper too. It was a fire hazard. It needed
Oh,
to
well,
be
those
gone
can
anyway.
go.
It
Yeah.
got, yeah. But the tree guy, of course, is so busy. He called this morning and said, I had a cancellation. I can come in an hour. I was like, okay.
Morning, huh?
Mhm.
Is Dr. Chong with us today?
I met with him this
We
morning. I assume so.
Okay.
He will be. Yeah, he said he was. I just talked to him a bit ago.
All right.
If Jeff doesn't show up, Dorothy, you might be at the meeting more than you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Shall we call the meeting to order?
You're the boss.
Let's do that. How about approval on the minutes? Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes?
Second,
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, is there any public comments from the public? Brianne, no? We're okay?
Yes, we're okay.
Okay. Usually I would turn the meeting over right now to Dr. Chong, but I think, Frank, if you're not online right now, Seraphin, can I turn it over to you as Jeff Cundy's just now arrived, I see, late?
Yeah, hey, by the
Yeah,
way, you
so
know what's
that's-
going on? You know what's going on might be happening with Frank. I haven't done a Zoom meeting for a few weeks. And as I'm logging in, I had to do updates. And
Yeah,
so
we
it
did.
took about
Yeah.
5 minutes for the updates. So.
all right.
Did that too. Bye, Dot.
Bye, I'm off.
Yeah.
Okay, Seraphin, you're on.
Sure. So next on the agenda is actually a presentation from the foundation. So we'll turn it over to Jay Mullen now.
Great. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. While I have you all on this call, I'd like to thank Seraphin and Amy and the capital projects team. The foundation building has gone out to bid, and bids are due on the 12th of November, and we're just absolutely delighted about that. So thank you for everything that you're doing for the foundation, our little project, but we so appreciate that. So I'm coming back to you today with just some updates on some naming opportunities as we're getting further along now. There are, always adjustments that happen, right? There are new spaces being identified and buildings that are still being formulated, like the construction center. So I have some additions to bring to you today and one edit. So I'm going to be bringing, the additions are related to kinesiology, athletics and dance, and then the construction center. So Brianne has the slides for me and she's going to be advancing these for me. I just have a couple of slides for you today. So next slide, Brianne. So this is just a reminder of, how the process we go through to determine the naming opportunities. It's all based on their location, their size, their use, and the visibility. Of course, we go back and look at all the prior records of naming opportunities to make sure not only the names themselves are consistent, but the levels are consistent. And obviously, this funding is providing long-term support for our students and recognizing the generosity of a lot of generous people in our community, like the couple that just named the new 50-meter pool. They're both alums of the college. They don't really want people to know who they are, but they named the pool after her mother, who passed a few years back. So there's lots of wonderful legacies in this community that are being expressed through these naming opportunities. So we're grateful to you for all of your previous approvals. All right, the next slide, please, Brianne. Okay, so I'm bringing to you a few items for track and field, only because David Wellman, when we went through this initially, he just wasn't able to participate. So he didn't have an opportunity to put these forward to the foundation. And so I'm adding them today. We want to name the track itself for $100,000. We're hoping that this will bear Pat Ryan's name, the beloved former coach of track and field. I'm working with his family right now, but we want to name the track after him. As well as there's a men's locker room for track and field in the new field house, and there'll also be a women's locker room in the new field house, which is coming along quite nicely. We've got a couple of items for baseball. Now that the bleachers are up, the coach would like to have specific, a specific type of seat for the bleachers that requires some additional funding. So we wanted to just bring that to you today. And then covers for the batting cages. I think there's going to be 3 of those total. But we want to raise some money for the cage covers themselves. And then now, again, this is an example of, now that I've been spending a lot of time over at the new the outdoor aquatic center, I'm beginning to see some of these spaces come to life. And one of them is the patio, which is going to be just a really wonderful space. We're going to have great events there. And we realized now in seeing it that we underpriced it at $25,000, and we wanted to increase that to $100,000. So that's part of today's proposal. Okay, the next slide, Brianne. All right, so this is just an overview of those changes. You'll see the items that I've just mentioned highlighted in yellow. These are the existing namings, and then these are the additions that I've just presented to you. And the last piece is this next slide, the construction center, which is coming along quite nicely in terms of the fundraising. We've raised $400,000 the last couple of months for this. In preparing the project to go out to bid, there's been a lot of adjustments in the building itself. These are all new opportunities we're adding. There's 6 of them total. There's a water, wastewater, outdoor lab. They're mostly outdoor spaces, outdoor labs for HVAC safety, a hardscaping outdoor lab, a courtyard, and then a coordinator office. So if you look at the next slide, it's the map of that building. So all of the items in blue, I think it's blue, or maybe it's purple, I can't tell. Those were all brought to you previously. You'll see the wood shop and the outdoor, if I look at the outdoor lab for construction training. Those have been reserved. Both of them have been reserved by Freedman's Home Improvements. The other donors to this project they didn't want a naming, so which is common. But all the items in green are the ones that were just on the previous list, the ones that we're proposing that we add to the naming opportunities for this project. And I think that's probably it. Any questions?
Very nice.
Oh, that looks good, Jay.
Really good.
Great.
Yeah,
And the naming program's going quite well. In fact, I've been thinking about, at some point, I'd like to come back and make a presentation on what's been accomplished and the spaces that have been named, how much money we've raised and all that. I think that would be a good, I would like to do that in person though. So maybe one of these days, when we have an in-person meeting, we can do that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I want to thank Jay and his staff for really starting a new era of cooperation and collaboration between athletics and the foundation. This is something we've been hoping for a long time. We're seeing that happening at Schoen Farm. We're seeing that happening at Petaluma. So I'm really excited about these collaborations, and I'm really excited about the new foundation board members that Jay and others have helped recruit. And then of course, Steve Page with his leadership as the chair. We just really have a dream team over there. So good work, everybody.
Seraphin, this is an action item, so we'll need a motion.
That's correct. Yes.
So moved.
Is there a
The
second?
changes.
Thanks, Jeff.
Second,
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Aye. Oppose? Okay, congratulations. Motion carries.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's great to see you.
Thanks, Jay. Dr. Chong? You're
Yeah.
on. Would you like to give us an update?
Yeah, just wanted to glad to see everybody. I think we're busy with the steel that's coming in. I just left the Santa Rosa campus, and that's why I was a few minutes late arriving back in my home. It's really exciting to see the steel start coming into the Lindley Center, and they're going great bores and at the residence halls as well. So there's a lot of construction going on. The fields look great. I really want to thank Heather, and Heather, thank you so much for your leadership in working with Matt Markovich and those crazy coaches that they didn't drive you crazy. You still have hair on your head, so I could see that. So I know they're very demanding, but they really do it because they want their students to have the best and safest athletic facilities. So yeah, we're doing well. I mean, I think, I've been working with President Battenfeld to work on seeing about, the purchase of a Southwest Center. It's become a gargantuan task, but I think we're going to get over it, and hopefully I'll have some good news to report to you guys at the closed session on Tuesday. The college is doing well. We're getting ready for accreditation. Jane Saldana-Talley and her team working furiously to try to finish our institutional self-study, also known as our ICER. I think we're looking pretty good. I was talking to Kate Jolly today. You know, our reserve has gone from like 5% to like 11 or 12% now. So I think that's really good. So I think there's a lot of good things happening at the JC. The vaccine verifications going smoothly. I went personally to thank all of the security monitors on campus today at Santa Rosa. And things are kind of quiet. I think people are getting really into the mode of end of the semester, trying to get through Thanksgiving and then into the holidays. And Jane Saldana-Talley reported to me that we're trending upward with faculty wanting to teach live classes. So I expect it will be close to 40 to 45, maybe even 50% in-person instruction in the spring. So I'm really pleased about that. So all in all, I think things are pretty copacetic. So I'll leave it at that and be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you, Frank. Seraphin, turn it back over to you.
Yes, and good afternoon again to everyone. So we'll proceed with our capital projects update. We'll start with the purchasing department's update. They currently have 3 solicitations out. The enterprise resource planning, the ERP software system is proposal is out, and that's due on December the 3rd. The Busman Hall alterations phase 3, this bid actually came in on October 28th, just at the end of last week. So we didn't have enough time to prepare for next week's board agenda. So we'll present it to you for approval in December. We did get some good bids, very, very competitive on this project. The foundation building, as Jay mentioned, and all of us are very excited with the fact that we're able to put that back out to bid. Bids are due next week on the 12th. And then you have 2 items that will be on the agenda next week for you to approve from purchasing. One of them is a purchase of the wireless microphone system for the Burbank Auditorium. This item was pretty much hanging from right before COVID. We were going to purchase the equipment, but then we had to shut down. So it's also better for us to hold off on the bid until after we knew we were going to be needing them. Number one, because of the upgrading technology, and number 2, because of the changing cost. So we did have a very competitive bid with 18 bids on this one, and the low bid is $103,595. And then there's also a AV upgrade to the Child Development Center, and that's going to Quest Technology. This one is a CMAS contract, and that bid is for $182,549. And then the purchasing department is now working, preparing to put the RFP together for the CEQA consulting for the construction trade center in Petaluma. That's it for purchasing, and now I'll turn it over to Kevin Snyder for his IT update.
Good afternoon. Quick update. We're continuing, this sounds like a broken record, on the new data center. We've been working for a while trying to get that room completely sealed up so we can get the fire suppressant signed off on. It's an old building, used to be the auto shop, and Busman is fighting tooth and nail, but we will prevail and we will get that data center sealed up, and sooner rather than later. So I'm very confident that we will get that taken care of and we can get that everything over into the new data center finally and have it sealed off. So we're getting there. It's teaching me a Zen-like patience, though, I will say that. The outdoor Wi-Fi project is in process. Some good news, we've got Bradley Electric doing the pre-wiring and getting a lot of cabling done in preparation for getting the actual wireless radios themselves, which we just heard should be here. They're still on track for November. It'll probably be late November. And then we will get cracking on getting them all installed. So our outdoor Wi-Fi in the next few months is going to be massively better. And we're excited about that too. Doyle's second floor, the Open Computer Lab's moving forward and projects going out for bids. The anti-phishing, I know this isn't really a capital projects thing, but I'm a security guy, so I like to throw a security thing in from time to time. It's actually working really well. Basically, if you're using Outlook or Outlook Web Access, if you're part of our enterprise and you get what you think is a phishing email, you can refer it to the IT department with one click of a mouse button instead of having to send an email. It's faster for all of our customers and it's faster for the IT department. So it's less work for our guys to track and fix these things. So I'm very happy about that. So again, I like to throw a little security stuff in. And we're also working with student services to roll out HubSpot's CRM, which is customer relationship management. I had to look up the acronym myself. Too many acronyms in IT, to bolster our student retention, and as part of that ongoing process. And that's it for my report. If anybody has any questions, I welcome them. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Moving on to our project updates, we'll start with Paul Wilhite to report on the Sean Farm.
Good afternoon, Sean Farms. So the update would be the ramp installation. It is now in progress. Basically, we are making sure it is in perfect condition. We're doing also the roughing of the mechanical process within the interiors. We also had a brief moment to try to rough in the exterior painting. And we also had erosion control on the project site. So we are making progress and we are continuing to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Heather?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. You can see in the photo that everything's green out there, the soccer field and baseball and softball. So turf is complete, sod is complete, and we are currently working on the bioswale and the concrete sidewalk along Bear Cup Way. At the Bailey Field House, we've placed a fluid applied weather barrier. You can see that in black. And we are installing the CMU veneer anchors, and we'll begin CMU installation next week. Roofing and sheet metal flashing is in progress as weather allows. And then over at Bailey Field, you can see the new stadium. We've completed all the concrete pathways around there, and it was open for the home football game on October 16th. For the pool, we took this photo after the major storm event that we had. It's since been, we've pumped out all the water, and we already placed yesterday the concrete pads for the mechanical equipment in the pool support building, and we are forming, and we poured the footings for all the site walls around the pool for grade elevation changes. And yeah, so we're moving forward there. For Towser Gym, we are proceeding through the end of the design, just finalizing casework details. We'll be at 50% construction documents soon, and we'll be submitting to DSA in February. And that's also when we'll have the updated construction estimate.
Thank you. Rhonda?
Yes, hello, everyone. The footings are complete, all underground plumbing and electrical is now complete. Next film. And all the trenches have been rocked and backfilled. And now you saw the crane was erected yesterday. Steel is coming in today, and erection of steel starts tomorrow. I'm going to meet the crew out there for their first big safety meeting.
Thank you, Rhonda. I'll follow with Amy.
Good afternoon. Baker Hall is going well. Class where we're at, the freezer is installed, and we're just waiting for a break in the weather to set the compressor on the roof. We have all the cabinets in, and they are working now on the tops and flooring in one of the classrooms. The Avery refresh items are all complete, and they have been being used for a few weeks now. And the cedar benches, the cedar for the benches will be installed at the end of this month. And during the winter break, we're going to set the canopies at all the openings on 1805. Here you can see the benches. They've been painted white now, and the animal shapes are up. I'm getting a lot of good feedback on those. Berkeley Health Services tenant improvement is on the final stages. The flooring is starting this, they've delivered the flooring, so it will be, they're prepping the floor now. The cabinets are in, the countertops are in, so the final 2 items, the balance of this month will be the final electrical and plumbing. And then I have a punch list scheduled for right before Thanksgiving. Campus-wide security project is going well. I received notification that this is at the bottom of this slide, but the elevator upgrades for the VoIP panel systems, which are badly needed. We got at least a delivery date on the panels, so that work can start. Set up, the wiring has been installed. And next week, we will be doing the door cutovers for Annalee and Forsyth Hall. Race and Lark have been completed. So we're just moving steadily along on getting all the access cards in and all the cameras installed. And as Jay spoke of at the top of this meeting, I'm really looking forward to starting on the foundation building. Right now, if anyone has driven by, it's just an empty lot, but hopefully we'll receive a lot of good bids and get it started after the first of the year, most likely. The project carries a 12-month construction period, and hopefully the foundation will be moving in after the first of next year.
Thank you, Amy. Now you see the items on the agenda from capital projects for next week. We have a few change orders and then some contract amendments. The first one is actually furniture purchase that's part of the Doyle Library second floor computer lab. Most of this project is furniture solutions. So the majority of the furniture is through this purchase. Next is we have a change order for the student health services project. This is the first change order. We had some minor changes. We added a sink in the lab and then made some adjustments to the fire alarm panels. This will take our total change orders to 1.78%. We have the second change order for Lathrop construction for the STEM project, which will take us to 0.88% of change orders. The major changes there include the installation of plumbing lines that connect the STEM building to the central plant project. We also have several updates that we've made to the design, since standards throughout the district were changed or adopted after we actually bid the project. One of those includes changing the IT cabling upgrade. We're upgrading that to Cat 6As. Also, security features are being upgraded. We're adding a couple of features that are now part of the district-wide security upgrade project. There are some modifications that needed to be made based on furniture coordination. And then also power monitoring for the microgrid. Again, the microgrid will be connected to this project. So those make up the majority of the changes. There's also some miscellaneous very small little dollar changes that are part of that change order. Also, for the STEM project, we have an amendment for the construction Testing Services, that's the name of the company. This is their First Amendment, and they do the special testing and inspection. One of the reasons that we have this increase is because the steel for this project was actually fabricated out of state. Number one. Number two, there had been a delay in the availability of the steel itself. So when they finally received the material, in order for us to stay or not to lose a lot of time on the schedule of the project, they actually went into double and triple shifts of fabrication. So that actually required additional inspectors to be on site. And so the majority of this increase is due to the fact that we increased the amount of inspectors on the site in order to keep the steel fabrication going. The next item is change order at the Luna Vista Mechanical Improvement Project. We had some unforeseen conditions in the roof framing. So a lot of the platforms needed to be changed. This is only $14,000. It's a small contract, but it will take our total change orders to 9.27%. At this point, we're not anticipating additional change orders, so this should be the final one. At the Schoen Farm Greenhouse Building, there's a small change order to accommodate or address increases in material costs to the fabrication of the building. These increases will be a total of 2.11 of change orders to the project. And then in addition to material costs, there were also shipping costs that went up since the bid was awarded. The next item is the first change order for Garcia Hall. So after we did the additional abatement for this building, we had to take down additional walls and ceilings. So that had to we had to make changes to the HVAC system, the electrical and lighting systems. So those three items make up the bulk of this change order, and that'll take us to 3.52 total change orders for this contract. At the Schoen Farm classrooms, we have change order number 3. These total change orders will be about 9.81 total change orders. We're also towards the very end of this contract, so we're not anticipating many changes. The major changes that we're paying for here, there was some mold that was discovered in some of the units. So after remediating or abating that mold, there had to be a change to the finishes. So where we were going to use the existing finishes because they were in good condition, we had to remove them because of the mold. So now we are replacing those finishes, and that's the majority of the cost. We also had to purchase a new power panel to accommodate the site, and that was due to PG&E required changes. And that makes up the 8 items that you have on capital projects going for your approval next week. Any questions?
Thank you,
If
sir.
no question, yeah, that does conclude our report.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else for the meeting today, folks? All right. Appreciate everybody's reports, and see you soon. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Take care.